Okay, so we've made our menu. And it looks great, but yeah, it doesn't yet do anything. Oops. So push play. We've got these buttons here, but they don't, they don't do anything. So we need to make that do something now. So it's going to go into the main menu widget again. Push on the button I want. So we'll start with the start button. It's pretty easy, really. You just go down the settings here. So you've got these events. Okay, so you can add an event to depending on what it is you're doing. So we want to have the on clicked. So when we click it, this is going to happen, okay? And it jumps to the blueprint graph. You can actually switch between them up here as well, if you want to, when you're in the widgets. So on click start button, it gives us this one automatically because of what we pushed before. Drag that out, and we literally just want open level. Okay, simple as that. On clicked opens a level. Okay. In here is where you would put the name of the level you want it to take you to, which you probably won't have yet, so we'll do that in a second. So compile, save that for now. Come back to the designer. On the quit button, do the same, so go right down here, on clicked, event, takes us back to where we were, but now we've got an on clicked for the quit button, and we drag that one over, and this is literally just such a quit game. Easiest one ever. Okay, so on clicked, it will just quit the game. So it's basically set up, apart from we need a level to type into there. So compile and save. Let's minimize that. What you'll need to go ahead and do is go File, New Level. Okay, to create yourself a new level, because this level that we're using here isn't going to be our level 1, really, because it's going to be just our menu level, basically. So you want another one. All right, and then you just want to save it as something. So save current as. Okay. See, I've actually already got some maps in mind, but make sure, obviously, again, you are keeping all your stuff organized. So in third person BP, where your blueprints were, you've got one for maps. See where all my maps are. Just call yours level 1. I'm not going to save another one because I've got 2 there already, but save yours as level 1. So I'm just going to cancel, but you would save that. And then come back, open level, and go back to the third person example one. Okay, so now you'll have a level actually saved called level 1. You can go back to the main menu widget, and yeah, if you're in the designer, whatever, go to the graph, level name, and now we've got another level. It's level 1 that I want it to take us to. Okay, real. Compile, save. Close that down. So now if I push play, my menu's looking good, and I can push quit game first, and boom, it's quit the game. It's taken us back to the editor, but obviously if you had your game actually exported as an executable file, then you push quit game, it would take you back to the desktop Windows. Because we're still in the editor, it just takes us back there. Start game though, I already could tell you basically this isn't going to work yet still. I'll explain to you why. So if you see over here, we're in this level still, essentially, which has got all of this stuff in from the default level, all that stuff that was there. If I push start game, it will take me to level 1. At the moment, it's still third person example, but it won't. It will still show me the menu. So if I push start, the menu's still here, but look over here. It's now taken me to level 1. So I'm actually in level 1, but the HUD is still showing. So we need to make sure the HUD goes away, basically. So I'm going to go ahead and quit the game, which conveniently takes us back here. And what I need to do is I need to do something first of all with world settings. I think in the first video I told you to put the game mode override to third person game mode. We actually want this one to be third person menu mode. Okay, in the world settings, you don't have them turned on. Turn them on up here. You need to have game mode override as third person menu mode when you're in your menu level. Okay, default pawn none, HUD class, main menu HUD. Okay, player controller, player controller. That's fine. So what we want to do now is change, we need a separate game mode override for our other level. So if I just save this, open level 1, okay, you can come over here and you see it's using third person game mode, which is actually what we want. So we don't want it to be the menu mode in this one, we want it to be the game mode, okay, which are our two play modes over here. One of them's for the menu, one of them's for playing. Alright, so the third person game mode, we want to make sure the default pawn class is the actual third person character. The HUD class for this is not going to be main menu, it's going to be none. We don't want a HUD at the moment for when we're playing. And player controller can be player controller for now. That should be fine. Save that. So if I go back to open level and I go to third person level, yeah, sometimes if we haven't saved something properly, it would say to save it, so just save it. You see it jumps to the menu mode. Okay, so jump between the two to make sure this has worked. Go to level 1, it's using game mode. Jump to third person example, it's using menu mode. So hopefully now, if I can push play, my menu comes up. Alright, this is what I would see if I loaded my game. I can push start game, and it's taken me to level 1, which is empty at the moment. Okay, because it's using push escape. Well, push escape, it actually takes you back here, but hopefully you saw on the right hand side it was using the right game mode override. Okay, so you need to do one of them for the menu and one of them for the game. Hopefully that's clear. But there still might be an issue. Let's have a look. Yeah. So what you'll find is if you push play now, your buttons work, but if you were to click, like on the menu over here, see my mouse just disappears. And now my mouse is gone. And I can't find the buttons. What's actually happening is I've clicked into the game, and I would actually be playing the game. You just can't see it because the HUD's in the way. So push escape, and we can make sure that the user can't click into behind the menu, essentially. So what we need to do is that we then need another player controller, because at the moment we've got this player controller here, which is the default one. We need one for just the menu, so it's not going to allow us that to happen. All right, so let me just pause first. I need to make sure I get this right. Okay, so yeah, what we actually need, just wanted to double check. So we right click here. It's a blueprint class we're actually going to create. And there it is. So we've got a player controller. Okay, so we're making one of these just for our menu. So we're going to call it player controller menu. All right, there's only one tick box we actually need to change from the default settings on this. So if you load it up, annoyingly sometimes it loads up like this. All right, this isn't what we actually want. We really just want the settings, but it doesn't really matter. So if you come over here, we've got the setting we need anyway, which is show mouse cursor. Okay, literally just tick that on. That's it. That's all we need to do here. So just compile that, save it, close it down. Okay, now we've got this player controller menu. All right, so we go over here to our world settings again. And the player controller we want to use is player controller menu. Okay, save that. Now if I push play, I'm clicking away now, and you'll see that my mouse is still there, it hasn't disappeared. I can't do anything else outside of the menu. I'm stuck in the menu, and all I can do is press start or quit game. All right, so we'll go start game, and here we go. We're ready to play our game. We just need to go ahead and make one. All right, so that should be your menu set up. If you have any problems, just rewatch over the videos again, and you'll get sorted. or come and ask me, obviously, in the lessons. Hopefully you spent some time creating your own menu, customizing it. Obviously, you're making your own stuff there, so that's all going to go towards your final grade. And what we'll do next is start actually making, a game. So when we come in and push play, we've got something to do apart from walk around on this square and fall into an empty void. All right,